welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen and I am on a mission pretty much to improve all the aspects of my life. So pretty easy task. This month for December I am working on a pantry challenge and one of the YouTubers I follow, Frugal Fit Mom, makes this no-knead crusty bread and I have all the ingredients for it. We're going to be making soup later this week. We're going to have spaghetti later this week. So I figure soup and bread and then use the rest for like garlic bread or sandwiches. Hopefully it turns out well. But it's supposed to be really simple. So let's get going. Alright, so the first thing I need is 3 cups of flour. I need a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of dry active yeast, and then a cup and a half of warm water. So we're going to start with our 3 cups of flour. I'm going to need to refill this. Hold on, I'm going to get my other flour. Okay, so here is a cup and a half. This is pretty much empty. So I have this giant bucket because I bought a 10-pound bag of flour. I'm just going to go ahead and dump this on top. Then I will scoop up right where I put it. And then I'm just going to shake it loose so it's even. Okay, 3 cups of flour. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do 1 teaspoon of salt. I have not been cooking as long as Frugal Fit Mom, so I cannot just eyeball these things like she does. So there's our salt. I've got my yeast, which is just half a teaspoon right there. Oops. Make sure I have everything. I'm gonna go grab my warm water. Okay, got 1.5 cups of warm water. I'm just gonna pour this into here, mix it all up. And then she says, once you've mixed it all up, you can kind of judge if it needs more flour, more water. I don't bake a lot of breads. I definitely did not reach that point in the pandemic of making all the bread. So I have no idea what is right and what is not right. I think it needs just a little more flour. So I'm just going to sprinkle in a little bit. I'm going to do the tiniest bit more. And no idea if I'm doing this right. I'm going off feel and look. Which just does look better to me, but it's still so sticky. I don't know if that's good or if it's bad. Should it be sticky? Should it not be sticky? And I did wash my hands before I started any of this. Okay. Just gonna add the rest of what I got. I added maybe a third to a quarter cup more flour. And this is feeling better to me. Again, is it better? I don't actually know. But it feels really soft. I'm gonna call that good enough. So I've got it all mixed together. So now I'm just going to cover with this, and I will see you in 8 to 24 hours. Let it rest for 30 minutes. We are going to preheat our oven to 450 degrees while it rests. Put the Dutch oven in while it's preheating. We are going to bake this for 30 minutes. And then we're going to take the lid off and put back into the oven for another 15 minutes uncovered. Well, it looks pretty. That's not as like brown as hers was. I'm going to take this off and put it on a cooling rack, and then we will cut it up for dinner. I'll let you know how it tastes. Okay, so we just finished up dinner, and although the bread did not look as aesthetically pleasing as her bread, and I wish it had gotten a little browner and a little prettier, it was still really delicious. It was very soft on the inside. You do have to let it rest for a couple hours, according to her website, before you slice into it, so that's what I did. I made sure that I finished baking it around 2:30, so it had enough time to rest until about 5:30 before we had it with our broccoli cheese soup. So the bread was really soft, it was really airy. There wasn't a whole lot of flavor to it, but to be fair, it's pretty much just a white bread, so there's not a whole lot of flavor to it. It was very thick and hearty, so it was great to kind of scoop up and use in the soup. We used up a little less than a half of the loaf, so we're going to make some garlic bread out of it. We're going to, I might cut some up and make croutons out of it. We'll see, but it'll definitely all be gone within the next 2 days. So I just want to say thank you for joining me today, or I guess over the past couple days. I will be trying some other, probably of her recipes. I really, really love her channel, and it kind of inspired me to do pantry challenges. I've never been much of a baker. It really wasn't until the past like 5 or 6 years that I even got into cooking. I was definitely that person that overcooked their chicken to the point that it was so dry you could just probably snap it in half because I was so afraid of it being undercooked. So I have come a long way. I'm probably going to do some more of the things that like she has baked or some other vloggers. I'm not that creative, but definitely want to stretch our grocery budget as much as possible. And we go through a loaf and a half a week because my son is obsessed with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, like I feel most 3-year-olds are. Alright, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you again. If you liked this video, please go ahead and click that thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe and come join me on this journey. Alright, well, you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!